Hey everyone, we are back and we are not really knowing how we're feeling today. Kiki, what's up?
I am tired. You see, I'm looking very plain, very basic, no makeup, no lipstick, didn't do
You're
anything to
not
my hair
basic.
this
You are not a
morning.
basic woman. You are not a basic
Well,
woman.
I'm looking regular. I don't know. I'm tired. All of a sudden, my tiredness hit. We had a
Right.
long day yesterday. I was in the car all day yesterday.
Hmm.
I got home, ate dinner, took an Ambien, and I wouldn't sleep. I slept for like 10 hours and I got up this morning. I was feeling okay. One of my
Hmm.
coworkers called me at 8:45, which is early for me. I don't talk before 9 a.m. I don't like to use my voice. Um, and we talked and I was good. And now all of a sudden, like when 11 o'clock hit, I just kind of flatlined. I am tired right now.
Wow,
And I
that's
don't know. I don't
crazy.
know what's happening with me, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm glad I don't have any meetings right now because I don't feel like participating. I just
Hmm.
want to lay down somewhere and just rest or nap or something. I don't know. I'm just tired. And I did stretch this morning, got my stretch in. I didn't do
Hmm.
yoga, so I might need to go do a
Right.
yoga session at lunch. I don't know. I'm just
That may be needed. That may be needed.
mhm.
Y'all, from hot girls to hot flashes, we have covered everything. Some days we have talked about it. Some days we just don't have it in us to be that person or be that woman. Kiki, you talking about like you looking regular, girl, you look like a woman that's just not feeling it today. And
I
that's
look tired,
perfectly
Hopple.
okay. Oh, you know what? But I do, but I do have a question about the Ambien. So, you take the Ambien, like, do you take it for your sleep? Do you take it for anxiety? And how does it work for you?
So I take it for sleep because I cannot sleep. So at one point I was doing melatonin gummies and they work, but then I ran out of those and tried a different brand and it did not work. So I haven't
Mhm,
gotten back to my regular brand yet. But the Ambien is the only thing that can make me have a full night's sleep. But then I feel like there's latent effects of it because I still feel tired. Like even though I did sleep 10 hours last night, which is very,
mhm,
very unusual for me.
mhm,
But I slept, but now I'm still feeling it, I think. I'm still feeling tired today and
right.
sleepy, so I don't know.
And with
Just one of those
perimenopause,
days.
y'all know we have been going through it. We have so much going on when your sleep starts to be affected, when your taste buds start to be affected, when your skin, starts to be affected. We have so many topics and so many things that we can talk
Mm,
about, left, right, and sideways. And we're gonna be doing that. So, okay, so like in what next month maybe, we might be doing this whole series on mental health and how it affects what we have going on in perimenopause. I had a friend tell me, her significant other told her, you need to stop using perimenopause as an excuse every time you
mm,
don't want to do something. Uh,
no, ma'am.
I'm sorry, an
Mm-mm.
excuse.
I know.
Why do people tend to think? It's just wild to me. Some people tend to think that we are doing this like we can turn it off and on. Like, we can have, like, mounds of energy one minute and go, 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 go. You have been like you said, the tiredness hit you all of a sudden. Today, I've been doing stuff, hitting the ground running, going to exercise, doing this, doing that, whatever, whatever. That's great, but I know in 2 days, when I finally sit down and rest, I'm not gonna crash. I'm not doing anything. I
Mhm.
I know where my energy level is gonna be, and we're starting to recognize those things. But girl, getting that sleep, does it feel like if you don't get your sleep that your whole day is thrown off, or does it just kinda happen, intermittently? Because sleep is very important, y'all, as we all know. But
Mhm.
then when we pop pills and we take gummies and this and that, I'm all for natural. I'm all for holistic. But
But
some
sometimes
days
it doesn't work.
it's just not cutting
Yeah.
it. It's not
Mhm.
so
And
does that make us weaker women? Does that
no.
make us not as mentally strong? We had someone
Mm-mm.
in the comment section from, like, the 1st or 2nd week, and we appreciate you guys. Hey, listen, again, thank you. All the likes, all the comments, all the
Yes.
shares, even the conversations that we've been having with friends of ours,
Mhm.
and I'm like, "Oh, what'd you think of the pot?" "Well, I didn't really, you know, check it out, but it's something that I have going on." And I'm just
Mhm.
like, "You know
Everybody has
what?
something going on now.
You're allowed."
Everybody has something to contribute that you need to talk about. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just,
Everybody wants to hear.
yeah, some days, and then you feel like you're the only one. You know what I mean? Like, if
Mhm,
you don't get that good sleep and then, like, taking medication for it, like, today is just a day where maybe you're just not feeling the way you're supposed to feel, but then again, how are
mhm.
you supposed to
How
be
you
feeling?
Yeah, exactly, yeah, and I don't know, and like I said, it just hit me, I was up, I was fine, and then all of a sudden and I think it may be the effects of the medication,
Mhm,
but I do need it to sleep because if I do not take it, I do not sleep.
mhm,
So, I can be up, 12, 1, 2, just looking at the clock like, I should probably be asleep," and I'm
mhm,
tired, but I'm not
mhm,
sleepy, and that's the
mhm,
whole thing too is, "Well, you're tired, why not just go to bed?" Because if I could, I would. Like, if my brain would shut off,
mhm.
I'm laying next to my husband and he's snoring. He is getting it. He is good in sleep. And I'm just laying there like, I wish that were me. And you try to turn your brain like, close your eyes, just don't think of nothing, just
Mhm.
blackness. And nothing's happening. And
Right
that
there
could be
with you.
hours. And you roll over and look at the clock like, oh, it's been 30 minutes and I'm still not asleep. And
Mhm.
so and see, I have itchy ear today.
There it is,
And
there it
it just
is.
happens.
Girl, let me
Mm.
tell you something. I have counted sheep, and yes, my husband is also one of the hog calling brigade. And I just be looking like, listen, I have told him several times, bruh, I am using the people's elbow on you. Okay. Anybody familiar with wrestling? Y'all already know I am dropping it on him. Does not move the meter, not one single. If
And
anything, he'll get louder.
I don't know how men, like, sleep so well, 'cause me and my husband could be laying there talking, and he's like, "Good night," and he rolls over and he's just snoring, like, 2 minutes it doesn't even take him a minute, like, when he says, "I'm sleepy," he is really sleepy, and he's about to go to sleep. I can be sleepy, and I'm not gonna go to sleep, and I just don't understand it, like, what is the deal? How are
Mhm,
you able to just turn it off so quickly and just shut it down? And I don't know that it's just perimenopause, maybe it's women,
mhm.
maybe, listeners, can you tell us what your experience is? Like,
Right,
how do you go to sleep? Have you always not
right.
been able to sleep, or is this just something new? Because this is not new for me, but
Mhm,
the not being able to sleep at all. Because
mhm,
historically, I could go to sleep at the drop of a dime too.
mhm.
"I'm tired, let me go to sleep." But as the years have gone on, that has changed. Like, it got less and less that I could fall asleep naturally, and now
Well,
I'm just at the point where I really can't. Now in the daytime, now if I go lay down right now, yep, I can sleep. But at
mine is
night,
not.
no. It's
Mine
like
is not.
darkness. My brain will not shut off for darkness.
Okay, so as we get older, I'm wondering, and from hot girls to hot flashes, yes, we run the gamut. If it seems like we're talking about a lot of the same things, because a lot of these symptoms kind of intertwine with themselves. So
Mhm.
it makes me think, Kiki, about relaxation. What do we do to relax?
Yeah.
As we get older, women of a certain age, our schedules are jam packed. We have to make time for ourselves. We have to make time for self care. We have to make time for just, you know, we have to make time for everything. So then falling into bed, collapsing, being done, whatever, whatever, it's like, okay, instead of just falling out and collapsing, what do I have that is allowing me to relax after dealing with all
Mhm.
the problems and cares of the day? Most people, they don't have a routine. The routine that I try to cultivate is, yeah, we talk about stretching all the time, but simple movements to get those muscles that you have worked out throughout the day just to kind of get them to ease a little bit. It can start
Mhm.
at the very top. It can start like with your neck, taking your neck and just doing a slow rotation. And do
Mhm.
you know by doing this slow rotation, and those of you all who can see the video, it's like just a slow 360. And you can tell while you're doing that where the tension lies, where
Mhm.
the problem area is, where
It
the
does help.
tightness is, and it's a
Mhm.
simple matter to identify it first. Then
Mhm.
once you identify, it's like, okay, for example, those of y'all who are watching the video, like going to the side, then kind of like rocking and back and forth to kind of loosen up those muscles, stretches, overhead stretches, bending, touching your toes, moving from side to side. That is a guarantee. That is a medical way of relaxing your body by bits and pieces, unwinding and loosening muscles that you didn't even know were tightened.
Yeah. Oh, and
So
my muscles are always tight, always. Like my shoulders, my husband was rubbing my shoulder the other day and it's just a huge knot. Just,
mhm,
and I stretch before bed. I stretch in the morning when I get up. And
mhm,
sometimes it helps relax me and sometimes it just doesn't. I just don't know.
right,
This perimenopause thing is just something that we are figuring out from day to day. And,
every day.
some days are great and some days are not. Just like today, it's just, it's
Mhm,
not a great day at this moment, but we're going to get there. It's going to be good.
right. And we
Hmm.
decided to record because y'all, everything isn't gonna be a great day. It's not always gonna be polished. It's not always gonna be sunshine and rainbows. And when we talk about relaxation, I love a massage. I love a
Mhm.
good deep tissue. Everybody can't do massages. Massages are not something that I can get just like, oh, every time I'm feeling whoop, going to get a massage.
That
Because
would
in
be
this
every
day
day
and
for
age, in
me.
this government,
That would be
help me,
every
help
day.
me, help me, Lord. We have to
Mhm.
be cognizant of the money we spend, the moves we make, our
Mhm.
insurance, but everything. So it's like these simple at home things, naturalistic or natural, holistic, just simple ways of doing things. It reminds me of the 80s. You remember back in the Jack LaLanne days and Richard Simmons and all this other stuff. There was like a fitness craze in the
Mhm.
80s, honey, my mama, girl, we were Richard Simmons, we were jazzercising, we were doing it all. Shout out to Teresa K. Hopkins Thomas because, honey, the
Yes,
professor kept us
Miss
right,
Teresa.
okay? And she still does it. But with those days, you had people like Jack LaLanne, fitness guru, look him up. He would do things and tell women, you don't have to go to the gym. You can take, you know, cans and lift.
Mhm.
You can take water jugs. You can, just do things at home. You can use a chair. And it's as though we have like okay, I know this is a hot take. We have gotten so programmed to feel that we need to do things a certain way because it's been approved or verified on TikTok. It's
Mhm.
been on Snap. It's been like everywhere. So it's like, okay, we're going to go ahead and do this. And oh, this is great that we have gotten away from the basics. So,
Mhm.
I would suggest just some days when you're feeling like, you tense, you don't know, you're not getting good like night sleep, start about 30 minutes ahead of time and just start relaxing. Start bringing yourself down. And that could mean a lot of things. And Kiki, it also means no screen time.
Mhm. Well, I've gotten better with the screen time. I have. Getting into the dark room and just laying there. I stretch before I get into the bed. I drink some water to make sure I'm hydrated before bed and just kind of lay in a dark, cool room. And sometimes it helps and just sometimes it does not. It just really, we're just still trying to figure out this perimenopause thing and each day is a new day and some days is great and some days it's just not and some days sleep happen and some days sleep does not, but I went to sleep well last night and like I said I slept for a really long time, but now I think the it's just hitting me again like, you need more sleep. And I think it's because of the nights before I don't sleep, so it's like, your body needs a certain amount of sleep time in a week maybe, and my body's just telling me, okay, you hadn't got that yet. Here we are on Thursday, you have not slept well all week, so I'm just tired. And so
Right.
this weekend will be filled with grandbabies and sleeping. Mhm,
And also, y'all, listen, another thing about relaxation, water. Water
mhm,
is a great relaxer. Of course, it hydrates you and everything, but it helps like your internal organs if they may be too hot, if they may be too cold. I love this book. A friend of mine, Sue and I, we have this book, and it talks about like older remedies from the Asian culture and things like that. Basically, anything that's the natural way, because
mhm,
I don't like popping pills, but hey, if that is how you get your relief, I am all for it. Because I have had like a blood clot and then I had another one, I can't do hormone replacement therapy. So no HRT for me, no getting a shot, no inserting a pellet, no, none of that. So it's a constant struggle with trying to get it, but I have been really, really into the water intake and things like that. And everybody, oh, it's so great. It hydrates your skin. Yeah, but nothing hydrates you like fruit.
mhm,
Natural fruit, natural fruit, the natural sugar. Y'all, that's relaxation as well internally with your organs. It's just a whole thing. So
mhm.
Kiki, we girl, we see you. We see you. and we
Thank
feel
you.
you. And all y'all out there, let us know, what do you do to relax? Do you find it hard to relax? If you have children running around, if you have grandbabies, if you have, a partner, husband, wife, whomever that is constantly pulling at you, if you have other family members, once again, we've talked in previous episodes, where everything to everybody. But how do we
Yeah.
get what we need without feeling like we are, basically losing our minds? So kudos to the good night's sleep. Hey, big ups to Ambien, big ups to
Mhm.
stretching,
Oh, yeah.
and anything that makes you get in that relaxed state. So, not going to hold you for too long. I'm just going to ask, is there anything else that you feel could make you like have a better day? We know about positive affirmations. We know about, those who are religious or have the higher power. We know about prayer and supplication and things like that. So, what are some of the things that you think that like you may be incorporating today, to kind of help you have a better day?
So today I will take a break, and I think that's important, because I'm still at work, still working. So it's important to take breaks throughout the day. And just do something like, take 30 minutes over my lunch break and watch something that is funny or uplifting. Like you said, affirmations. There's this song that I love from this artist, China Styles. It's called I Love Me Loud, and I listen to that, play it over and over, and it helps get me in a better headspace, a better mood. I may read a book for a little while. So there's always things that kind of help make that day better. So I will definitely tap into one of those things that kind of, uplifts me.
That's
Mhm.
what's up. Listen, I'm rooting for you. And that song, you guys, if you're following us on Instagram or checking us out in the socials, I think that song is the bed for the promo for this week. So I
Mhm.
mean, hey, y'all, we love it. Y'all, the community is growing, everything is great. We are so humble and so thankful that we're finding out that we are not alone. Sometimes we talk to each other and we're like, is it just me, or do you feel like you're losing your mind? Or is it just me? Or does it feel like the world is just not in sync with what I have going on today? So, yeah, we're leaning into that, you guys. All right. So, Kiki, is there anything else before we get on out of here?
I think that's it. Hopefully next time I see you all, I will be, a little bit better me.
Girl, you will be. And that's all we can do. Just take it one day
That's
at a
all we can do
time.
every day.
Yep. All
Mhm.
right, you guys. So, until the next time, hot girls to hot flashes. We'll catch you later.